Not sure how young this lady is. She seems fairly young, but we're going to show a video of her trying to explain why older men being with younger women is predatory, but older women being with younger men is not. This is her words, not mine. Let's take a listen.
Be real with me.
An older woman with a younger guy is completely fine and cute, but an older guy with a younger girl is kind of gross.
Why?
Older men dating younger girls can be really creepy and it can get really weird really fast. He just wants to feel younger again and he wants to feel attractive again. But when older women do it, it's cute because it gives them that sense of freedom back, and women have this stigma of aging super poorly.
A lot of people date people who remind them of someone they used to be. I think both an older men and older women doing this, both of them want to feel younger.
I think that's true.
So then why do you feel like it's different when a man wants to feel younger versus when a woman wants to feel younger?
Men are known to kind of be predators a little more. Like, all of their friends are their age except for like their girlfriend. But I mean, like, hey, if that's what gets the girl money, like, I'm not judging her, I'm judging the man.
In those dynamics, the woman is dating for lifestyle reasons and the man is dating because the younger girl's attractive. So both sides are getting their needs met. We have a tendency to blame the older guy but not the younger girl.
What the man is doing is kind of poor and it's not good, like, morally, like, to go after a younger person knowing that he has an advantage over her. The woman is doing it, I don't know, I think she's being smart. She's hopping on an opportunity. He's going out and literally searching for younger women, and it's just like, are you smart enough to jump in the way and take the opportunity, ride the wave home?
What was your name?
Georgia.
Preston. Thank you so much.
I show these videos just to remind people, like, feminism was never about equality. Never was. That's one of the biggest, myths. I've even seen, like, some of the broads on Instagram. No, remember this, like, it'll be like other feminists be trying to keep other feminists in check. Be like, remember, girls, this is about equality. No, they're lying to themselves. It's never been about equality. But we'll take let's do a rewind off this. We'll break it down a little bit more. Yeah, we'll start from the beginning. We'll start from the beginning again, and we'll break it down a little bit more.
Be real with me.
An older woman with a younger guy is completely fine and cute, but an older guy with a younger girl is kind of gross.
Now, where do you think she got this idea from? I'm not talking about just college, but whom specifically? Whom? Older women. The older women that, a lot of these dudes that have no idea what they're talking about, it'll be dudes trying to preach to younger women how, our moms and our grandmothers, they actually knew what to do. They were good people. And you guys don't understand. That's where Gen Z women specifically got all their advice from, and younger millennial women. That's where they got their ideas, their philosophies. They just did it behind men's backs. Now, the problem is it's backfiring. So a lot of the ideas and philosophies and these things that they pass down to younger women, it's kind of backfiring because now they want their daughters to give them grandchildren, but they literally fed them feminist goop. So now they're trying to now they're trying to circle the wagons again because they didn't realize that was going to be the consequence of that, or they didn't realize this was going to negatively impact their sons. So this is where everything's backfiring right now.
Why?
Older men dating younger girls can be really creepy and it can get really weird really fast. He just wants to feel younger again and he wants to feel attractive again. But when older women do it, it's cute because it gives them that sense of freedom back, and women have this stigma of aging super poorly.
A lot of people.
So what's interesting, I've seen this guy's content before, and he's mostly pro women. If you don't know, like, his page specifically, or the channel, The Bench, it's mostly pro women for the most part. But even here, he's confused. And this is what's going to happen, particularly with a lot of these liberal or left-leaning young guys. Eventually what happens is they end up coming to the conclusion, because they thought that feminism was about equality as well. Eventually he's going to realize they're not looking for equality. And then he's going to end up leaning more centrist or right-leaning, but mostly he's going to veer from the left eventually. Because here he's thinking, I thought older women with younger men is equally as bad as men being with younger women. I thought older people are not supposed to be with younger people. That's what he was taught. But he doesn't understand. Feminism is about just whatever gives the women the advantage is the right answer. That's what feminism is about. Whatever gives the women the advantage. So even when we talk about when we live in a gynocracy, they will do these. I'm gonna bring up an example. They'll do these prostitution stings or these prostitution operations. And who do they arrest? They don't arrest the prostitutes a lot of the times. A lot of the times they set up these things to arrest the Johns. Now, when they're doing these drugs things, do they arrest the drug user or the people making the drugs? You know what I mean? That's the example I always give. But in America, what they do, or sorry, everywhere else, because women are the ones that are, in this case, the drug dealers, right? Them prostituting their bodies for sex, for money, all that stuff, they get to go scot-free. There's even laws in New York where basically the Johns that buy sex, they can get arrested, but the women that are selling the sex, it's illegal. It's legal for the women to sell sex, but it's illegal for the Johns to buy the sex. And guys, I'm not making this stuff up. There are certain laws, not just in New York, but in a lot of liberal spots where the prostitute, like it's not illegal for them to sell the sex, but the man that buys it can get arrested. So this is what we're talking about. We live in a gynocracy. We live in, it's just anything that advantages the women. That was the goal all along. So he's trying to rationalize this, but he's gonna get his wake up call. That's why you don't really see me on this channel really go hard at liberal men, because eventually they'll get their call. They'll get their wake up call, because there's no place for men on the left. There's no place for them.
Date people who remind them of someone they used to be. I think both an older man and older women doing this, both of them want to feel younger.
I think that's true.
So then why do you feel like it's different when a man wants to feel younger versus when a woman wants to feel younger?
So now he's trying to rationalize. He's like, so why are you giving the older women a pass for being with a younger man, but not the older man being with a younger woman? And this is going to be her answer.
And are known to kind of be predators a little more. Like all of their friends are their age, except for like their girlfriend. But
so what about the older women with younger men? Older women can't be predators? And that's what he's thinking about in his mind. Trust me. I'm telling you.
I mean, like, hey, if that's what gets the girl money, like, I'm not judging her, I'm judging the man.
In those dynamics, the woman is dating for lifestyle reasons and the man is dating because the younger girl's attractive. So both sides are getting their needs met. We have a tendency to blame the older guy, but not the younger girl.
What the man is doing is kind of poor.
So now he's even giving the rationality of, now, when do we start holding the younger women accountable for going after older dudes, even though we are told that the older men are the predators? Yet you'll see younger women even now openly talk about, oh, I can only date older men, right? But here's the answer. He's gonna get his answer right here.
And it's not good, like, morally, like, to go after a younger person knowing that he has an advantage over her. The woman is doing it. I don't know. I think she's being smart. She's hopping on an opportunity. He's going out and literally searching for younger women. And it's just like, are you smart enough to jump in the way and take the opportunity, ride the wave home?
What was your name?
Georgia.
Preston. Thank you so much.
This young man, because I've seen his channel. It's mostly left leaning. It's basically pro women, but what he doesn't understand is he's gonna come across more women like this, and he's gonna understand what the game really is eventually. You know what I mean? So let's look at some of the comments. So here, somebody said if hypocrisy was a community, but it's not. It's not about the hypocrisy or what. It's just feminists have worked for this for a long time. This is people don't understand. This is when you talk about 200 plus years in the making, a slow burn. This is how you get things done. This is a slow burn. This is the sum of its efforts. 200 year effort. When you look at the history of feminism, when you look at the history of the far left, right? You look at, but specifically when you're talking about feminists in general, this is what they want. They think is their attempt to try to be powerful, to be in to have for females to be the powerful gender in this power dynamic, and when it comes to sexual dynamics between men and women. This is what it's all about, right? So it's obvious she's just openly just trying to make this a double standard, but they think to be powerful is to dominate double standards. That's what women think to be a man is, right? Especially women like this. But what you got to understand is this kind of mentality was passed on to her by older women, right? People say the mental gymnastics. It's not even about mental. They just because they, the only double standard that men have ever really benefited from is the fact that a woman can be seen as a whole if she's been with multiple men, but if a man has been with multiple women, he's not seen as a whole. That's literally that's the only double standard men have ever really benefited from when you talk about throughout the history of time. women benefit from many double standards just in general. And for some reason, they're still stuck on that one that we have. The one that we can be with multiple women and it's not really seen as a negative against us as a man. It's actually seen as a plus many times. But they're so stuck on that double standard. So they just believe if we can just dominate, rewrite the narrative, create our own double standards where it benefits us. That's what they think being a man is. Just specifically because we as men benefit from that one double standard. That's the one that they're all caught up on. Just that one specific one. You know what I mean? But anyways, I want you guys to let me know what you think about in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.